Hey everybody, Radioactive here, and today you can see we have the Reflex 6 once again. Now, it's not going to be an internal modification, but rather a cylinder upgrade. Now, we're not going to increase the shot from being a Reflex 6 to being a Reflex 8, 9, or even 16. Nah, that's not today. Today, we've got this cylinder. This cylinder fits 5 megadarts. It also fits other types of megadarts. So I believe Busby has their own version. There's a bunch of the off-brand or the AccuFake, the Whirlwind Megas. So you see we have the basic upgrade kit in here. I decided not to go for the advanced kit because I did make a mistake in the installation there, but you would have all seen that if you watched the video. Didn't do too well. This cylinder, it does require, if you're going to print it yourself, it does require you to put supports on. You want to print this rotator slow. I did clear out, actually while it's open, because this is actually take 2. I didn't press record on the first one. Silly me. I'm actually going to make sure, absolutely sure, there are no artifacts whatsoever, and then I'm going to lube it up. Because I did have a single non-rotate in the blaster previously. That's always fun. Alright. Get some lube on here. I use the silicone oil. It's marketed as Slug Slime. It's Captain Slug's own branded lube. Gonna put one on the tooth, the top of every tooth. Alright. Now that should be good to go. Make sure that there's no artifacts or anything like that. Not really artifacts, but problems with the mold. I can cause issues occasionally. This is a really tight tolerance cylinder. You can see that there's the walls are really thin. Alright, let's finally get this thing in. Interesting. Alright, let's put it all back together. Now, for some reason with these later model Reflex 6s, you have to be really deliberate about where you place the shell to make it fit. There we go. And as always, the screws are they're the most tiresome blasters to open, and I do not understand why. And the plastic. I mean, we joke about how the plastic is cheap, but I've never actually broken a Reflex 6. I have broken the shell port, the screw port, sorry, on a hammer shot a couple of times, and split like the internal case, but that was because I opened the blaster outside of the shell. It's not really designed for that. Yeah. Especially with the newer models of hammer shot, those things are kind of weak. At least the shells are. If you're not careful, if you don't treat it right, that will break. But we're not. This isn't a hammer shot. So the Mega Darts. This should make a really good half dart, not half dart. Yeah. My brain is not functioning right after, what is this, 18 I think I'm at video 18 or 19 now. Yeah. So this gets tiresome after a while. I don't understand how some people can do it. But then again, they are typically making shorts or other stuff like that, and they have people to help them. All right, so we've got the cylinder. I'm gonna dry fire it. That didn't rotate. That did. Okay. Look, it's looking like I've gotten that figured out. Alright, let's get these mega darts in. Oh, not these ones. You stay up there. That's for a different mod. Go away. Alright, we got the mega darts. Let's put these in here. Sorry I'm not very high energy. I'm not super coherent. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I'm trying to get this done because I will post a video every single day for the month of October. May never do it again, but I'm doing it now. Alright, got that in there. Fire these shots. Some of these aren't performing as well as I'd hoped. A couple of them did. Could just be fit. I didn't sand the insides of the barrels down very much, so it's probably just that. You'll also get way better performance. This is still the stock spring with a tiny little 5mm spacer, so you will get better performance if you get an upgrade spring for it. I know a 4.5 kilogram or a 6 kilogram strong arm spring works. I know the stock knockout spring works. We do have to cut that down though. I think there is a Reflex 6 spring, like an actual replacement spring. I don't know if that's actually just a strong arm replacement or whatever. I know that knockout replacement springs work if you cut them down, and I know Fate springs also work, which probably means that Pilot springs do work as well. I think I've got up to a 16 in there. So I cannot aim these darts through the regular airsoft chronograph, and this one does not want to work at the desk in the light and with the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some of these shots over the chronograph. I'm going to show you the average, the final shot of the group, and I'll get back to you. Alright. So, what we got, let's see you fiddle. Go on. I know you can do it. You've done it before. Alright, so as you can see, I did 20 shots. Damn thing. I did 20 shots, an average of 57. The last shot was a 60 FPS shot, and the high was 64, while the low was 48 FPS. So, not terrible, not great. But again, I mean, that is actually pretty good for the Reflex 6. It's not too terribly down on elite performance. You will get higher if you upgrade it a little bit more than what this has. I believe Mongoose Jake did about 90 FPS with mega darts out of this thing. So it can really pack a punch if you really push it to that level. I could probably make it do 120 if I wanted to. 140. Whatever. Not here to brag. So, yeah, good enough performance. So I like to compare this to the hammer shot usually. So this does have the downside. Well, for some people it's a downside. For most people it's a downside. This does have the downside of you have to use 2 hands. Unless you're creative, you have to use 2 hands to prime this blaster. Pros, it does have 1 more shot, and it is a little bit stronger. They're about the same size, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, well, basically the same size. So, the links to this and the basic kit, everything else in the video will be in the description. Hope you like, subscribe, do the bell thing, whatever that does. Who knows if it does anything. I've been Radioactive, and I hope you have a great day.